Now it's time to get in with the people, in the middle of the people. That's where we find, there he is, lead anchor, Vinnie Politan. All right, Vinnie, we've covered a lot of trials. This is different. There were people outside courthouses before, like a Scott Peterson, but they were there for the lynching. This has people on both sides, and it is unique. Give us your perspective of it and set the scene from your perspective.
All right, Ted. Great to see you, Ted. Sunny day here. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. I don't know if the weather is adding to it, but there are so many people here. It is a literal sea of pink. I don't see people for the other side. This is one-sided. You and I were there for the Scott Peterson trial, Ted, and I remember how many people were there, and I was like, oh, my goodness. It pales into comparison to what we see here today, the number of people that have come here. I'm going to walk you through the crowd, Ted, so get ready. Just be careful. Watch your step here with the camera. We're going to go down nice and slow. We're not going to go fast. But as we walk through the crowd, first let me show you down this way, because it starts on this side down here, okay? They're here all day. Everyone here, I believe, is expecting a quick verdict. They think it's happening today. Now, I don't know if it's happening today. They don't know if it's happening today. I don't even know if the jury knows if it's happening today, because we don't know what's happening in that room, but it can happen at any moment. But as you walk through here, the one sense you get is that they expect not guilty. They absolutely are locked in on not guilty. And you wonder, what will the reaction be, right? What is the reaction if it is not guilty? What would the reaction be if it is guilty? That's what I want to find out. So let's talk to some of the folks. Can I talk to some of the folks, Ted? You want to hear from the folks?
Please, that's what I would, yes, absolutely.
Ted wants to hear from the folks. Okay, here we go. The pink ladies, let me ask you. If it's not guilty, what happens here in the streets of Dedham?
We're not going to be happy.
If it's not guilty?
We come back and do it again.
No, if she's not guilty. Oh, if it's not guilty?
Okay, Ted, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry, Ted. Can we do another take on that, Ted?
Yes,
okay.
Take two.
Wait, I'll walk up again. Let's walk up again. Take two. Okay, so what do you think the reaction is going to be here in the streets of Dedham if the jury comes back not guilty?
Are you kidding me? It's going to be party in the streets. Yes.
But you can't. Shh. But you can't scream now, right? You still have to be.
Oh, please. If Karen comes back and it comes back not guilty, this place is going to be joy. It's going to be wild. It's going to be tears. It's going to be happiness, relief, the pressure that we've all felt, and the anxiety and the frustration and the corruption and everything that we've been feeling for all this time is going to be worth it in the end if we finally are able to see Karen get the justice that she deserves.
Now, Ted, I don't know if you can notice, but the lipstick actually matches the shirt.
That's right. This is not my first rodeo.
All right, not first rodeo. Let me ask you a question. Who wants to speak here?
I will.
You'll speak. I want to ask you on the other side, if this jury comes back and says guilty, what do you think happens here in the streets of Dedham?
Sad, very sad. Very sad time, because we all know she's not guilty. He wasn't hit by a car, and John O'Keefe was not hit by a car. It's very simple. But if they do come back guilty, we'll all be very saddened, and there'll be a lot of, I don't know, what else can I say?
No, that's interesting. I just want the truth. That's all we want, is the truth, right?
Yeah,
all right.
We want the truth. And it's too bad that they don't find the truth and actually go after the people that actually did kill John O'Keefe. Because now you've got an innocent woman being framed, and people that did it are getting away with murder. And that's just not right.
Okay. Thank you so much. All right. We're going to walk further down here. You see some of the stars and stripes, Ted. You can see those as well. This is... Ted, I'm going to show you the VIP section. You ready, Ted?
Yes.
These folks, you got to get here early
They got
to
shade.
get the lawn chairs.
Yeah.
6 a.m. 6 a.m. they got here to get the spot under the tree. You got the shade. You're ready. I just haven't seen any of the waiters or waitresses coming by yet to serve them lunch, but I'm sure that's just around the corner.
I have a feeling they brought their own in those tumblers, but...
Yeah, yeah, they brought some of their own refreshments. That is true, Ted. That is here's crackers right here. Okay. She does not want to be on camera, but this guy does. Ted.
Oh, I've seen that dude.
You ready, Ted, for the best dressed man? Best dressed man right here. There's my man. How's it going?
Going good.
Let me ask you, how long did it take you to decide what you were going to wear for the verdict watch today?
I just open up the closet and just pick what I feel. Yeah.
All right. Will you come every day? Because, you know, the verdict may not be today. It could be in any minute, any moment, but it may not be today. Will you be here tomorrow?
I'll be here as long as it takes.
As long as it takes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I mean, I'm so jealous, Ted. I'm so jealous that he's got that outfit and I don't have that outfit. Are you guys going to come every day?
Yeah, I would like to. As long as it takes.
As long as it takes?
As long as it takes.
Are you using vacation days today or?
I just don't think
I'm
it's
off
anybody's
today.
business, but
Okay. No, I'm just wondering.
I don't know.
No, I'm just wondering because it takes time to be here. Right.
Yeah, shin days.
Right.
Any
Like,
kind of day.
to me, that
Quit your jobs. Just quit your jobs.
Well, to me, it demonstrates the level of belief, right, and concern that you have that you would take your own personal time to come here. I mean, that's making a statement.
Yeah.
I believe. Okay. But you'll be here every day.
Be here every day.
We'll take attendance. Make sure you're here.
All right.
All right. So, Ted, the other thing that is really interesting, everyone's got a camera, right? Which is awesome. Can I speak with you?
Sure.
Let me ask you, why do you think so many show up? Like so many. I've never seen this. The closest we would get to this, Ted, is this probably close to Michael Jackson, maybe?
Yes, absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, this is, and that was the world's most famous celebrity. This is Karen Read. Nobody knew her before this. Why so many people?
I think people are just convicted in what they believe. Whether you feel for the family, which I do, but I don't believe she did it. And people are strong about that. They don't want it to happen to me or you or anybody just because someone's covering up for something, which could be or may not be, I don't know. But
The jury will tell us, right?
I guess so.
Well, hopefully the jury will tell us. Ted, the other thing, I've spoken to folks earlier today, and there are people coming in from different states. There was a family on vacation from Nebraska, made sure to make this one of their stops coming through. So the interest, yes, is extremely high locally, but I think second time around what is different is how it has spread nationally. And that interest now has brought some folks to Dedham, which is it's a nice town, it's historic and everything, but it's not necessarily a vacation destination town.
It's not on your
summertime.
tourist list of things to do.
No,
Until
you
now.
might go to Cape Cod, you might go to the city, but like to Dedham. But this is where the story is. This is where the action is, and this is where again, it's everyone's wearing pink, just about. Should I find some? Yeah. Now is that actually pink or is that?
This is hot pink.
That's salmon.
No, this is fuchsia.
That is salmon.
This is fuchsia.
Okay.
You're
Fuchsia.
awesome. You're doing great.
Thank you. What are your expectations about when you believe this moment will happen?
I believe by the end of the day they'll have a verdict and then they'll come back in the morning with it.
They're going to sleep on it.
I believe so. I'm praying it's today, but who knows?
Okay.
We're just hopeful for a not guilty, not guilty, not guilty for Karen.
Not guilty.
All right, you just got a fourth not guilty over there. Ted, and like I said, Ted, most of the people I've spoken to expect it to happen today. They really feel that strongly about the case, and I think a lot of them were very impressed with Alan Jackson's closing argument. Obviously, we've been watching him for years, Ted, and you watched him out in L.A. Many years before this, so I think that had a lot of impact on the opinions of people here because of the strength of Alan Jackson's closing argument. But I'm trying to remind
he delivered a
everyone
doozy. I mean, that close was as tight as you could get with the emotion in the right spots, the length. But Hank Brennan came back too. There doesn't seem to be, Vinnie, correct me if I'm wrong, anybody thinking that this is going to be a hung jury, which to me, if I'm going to lay down some money, that's where I'm going.
Right, and what I try to remind people is that as much as they see the evidence as being so clean cut. Oh, let's turn around. You can see what's happening here. Someone came down the street honking their horn, and now they get approached by police, because this is you notice how quiet everyone is, Ted? Like, you've got hundreds and hundreds of people here that are remaining quiet. A car comes through, honking the horn. Police immediately emerge on them, because not everyone understands what the buffer zone is and what it isn't. Usually you see a demonstration, you show your support, you honk the horn. Not here in Dedham. You can't do that. They don't want anything to influence the jury, which is in this old historic courthouse with very thin walls.
Is there any way, Vinnie, that this jury doesn't know what's happening outside the courthouse?
I would say no. I would say no. I would say if you live in the area, how could you not know about the story, about the case? I think the jurors they got, may not have been in as deep as the folks here and many of the folks online, but you may have heard of it. But the thing that's interesting, Ted, is that we're looking at it now at the end of trial 2, which to me was so much bigger than trial number 1, that there may be many more people that before this trial began, may have been in a place where they weren't as familiar. So I think that plays into it, because you pick the jury before the trial starts, and now that we've gone through number 2, with it being so much bigger than number 1, I would say if you had to do number 3, it's going to be very difficult to find those 12 at that point, because of the way this has spread. But if you look around, take a look down the street. It goes even further down. I was up here in the beginning of the trial, and none of these people were here, Ted. These are all Johnny-come-latelys. I was here when this trial started not when it started, like 2 weeks in May. I came out, there were a dozen people over here, there were 6 people over here. But once it's time for the verdict and deliberations, it's obvious that everyone's going to use their time to show their support. I think the support early on was hampered by the weather, was hampered by the rulings in the buffer zone, completely changed the dynamic. But since it's been relaxed a little bit, the dynamic has come back. And the best part is, like I was saying, Ted, you have hundreds and hundreds of people here who are abiding by the rules, which is you're not chanting, you're not screaming, you're not yelling. And it's not easy to do. You get in a crowd, you get excited, you want to, make your point, but everyone understands the gravity of it. And I think that's where we are.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Vin, you just be careful. You stay there and get to know some more people and hang out. And we are going to come back to you many times throughout the day. And, of course, as soon as we hear that there's a verdict or a question, we'll rely on you as well.
Ted, can I show you something, Ted?
Yeah.
Ted, can I show you something?
Sure, of course.
We're in a verdict to watch. We're in lockdown. Well, you know why I wear the purple tie, because I can't wear pink, I can't wear blue, I got to split the baby. But when it happens, Ted, here it is. The verdict tie is ready. The verdict tie is ready. So any moment, I'll be changing ties. We'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
Back to you, Ted, in the studio.
That's Vinnie Politan, our roving reporter in Dedham, Massachusetts. Thank you, Vin.